Ranakpur Jain Temple. Whether you're looking for devotion, history, culture, architecture, love traveling, or are simply looking for peace and tranquility, Ranakpur Jain Temple is a must visit at least once in your lifetime. Built against the backdrop of the mountains of Aravalli Ranges, this spectacular marble temple stands tall over an area of 48,000 square feet. Located in the Pali district of Rajasthan, India, one can visit Ranakpur from the nearest airport in Udaipur, which is nearly 70 kilometers from the temple. Jodhpur is around 165 kilometers away. The nearest railway station, Falna, is around 27 kilometers from Ranakpur. This gorgeous three-storied marble wonder took more than 60 years to build. The ceiling of the entrance has a beautiful handcrafted depiction of Kalpavriksha, the wish-fulfilling tree. It is said that any wish made under it by leaving the temple gets fulfilled. This architectural marvel was built by a wealthy businessman called Dharma Shah. According to the folklore, Dharma Shah had a celestial vision that left in his heart a burning determination to build a temple in the honor of Adinath, the founder of Jain religion. Upon hearing the desire of Dharma Shah, King Ranakpur not only accorded permission to him, but also provided him with land and instructed him to build a township around the plot. This town Ranakpur got its name from the same Maharaja Ranakpur, who ruled over Mewar in the 15th century. Dharma Shah's vision inspired him to build a temple as beautiful as Nalini Gulm Vimana, a celestial vehicle for the gods. But this wasn't an easy task. Several renowned architects failed to understand his requirements. Finally, a simpleton Deepa managed to design the temple with the blessings of Lord Shiva. There are more than 1,440 exquisitely carved pillars that support the temple. Each pillar is said to be different from the other. This temple is also known as Chaumukha Temple. Chau means four and Mukha means faces, because it has idols facing in all four directions. This symbolizes the Tirthankara's quest for the four directions and ultimately the cosmos. The pillars in the temple are arranged in such a way that the view to the main shrine in the center of the temple is never obstructed. So, no matter which part of the temple you're in, you'll always be able to view the idol of Lord Adinath. This unique arrangement of pillars makes counting them extremely hard, if not impossible. Along with two huge bells, each weighing 108 kgs, the temple has fine engravings of Jain scriptures and several priceless stories carved on its pillars, ceiling, and different nooks and corners. This is the idol of the 23rd Tirthankar, Parshavnath, which has been carved out of a single marble slab. It is said that before attaining nirvana, he was a prince. One day, he spotted a snake trapped under a pile of logs arranged for yagya by sage Kamit. Overcome with pity, he set the snake free, but in return angered the sage. Later on in life, when the prince had left his worldly pleasures, the same sage spotted him meditating. Boiling in rage, Kamit summoned a storm with his divine powers to drown the prince. When the water level had come up till his nose, the same snake whom he had rescued rushed to protect him. He was now reborn as the Lord of the Nagas. He enveloped him, spread his protective hood of 1008 heads, and covered him like an umbrella, and lifted him up from the water with the help of his tail. The story has been carved so beautifully on marble. It is said that one cannot find the end of the snake on this carving. It also houses a circular marble depiction of Jambu Dweep Rachna. This is the depiction of Akichaka, a bearded man with 5 bodies representing the 5 elements. This ceiling has intricate carvings of several Vidya Devis. This is the iconic representation of Palitala temples on Mount Shatrunjaya and Girnar Jain temples. Lord Adinath received his enlightenment under a Rayan tree in Palitala, Gujarat. Hence, a Rayan tree is always planted in his temple. The priest says that the tree is as old as the temple, and the temple is 600 years old. When Dharnashah was making this temple, a few of his business friends also wanted to chip in and leave their mark. On receiving the permission, their arrogance of being more wealthy compelled them to design a structure that was taller and better than the one planned by Dharnasha. This is that intricately designed structure which was supposed to be a 7 stories tall Kirti Stambh. But they couldn't build beyond a single story. The laborers would toil hard during the day to build this structure, but at night it would come crumbling down like a pack of cards. This was the fruit of their arrogance and jealousy. Till date, people throw money inside the small windows present on the stump and say, "God, if I am arrogant, please free me from its clutches, and if I am not, then please keep me away from arrogance." This marble splendor takes on a different shade during different parts of the day. In spite of having 80 domes, this design doesn't require any external source of light. The 29 halls of the temple are always lit brightly through natural lighting. Open, yet not open. This temple is truly an architectural paragon. But just like all beautiful things, this temple also has a glitch. This pillar with the tag 15 on it has been tilted on purpose to ward off an evil eye. Next to the Chaumukha temple is the Suparshvanath temple, which also has an intrinsic design. Now here are a few tips for those of you who are planning to visit the temple. The temple is open to visitors between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. The entry is free for Indians, but you need to buy tickets for carrying camera or mobile phone into the temple. Bare shoulder dresses and shorts are not allowed, so do wear well-covered clothing while visiting the temple. Leather items like wallet, belt, shoes, etc. are not allowed. You can rent a locker for keeping your personal belongings. There are audio guides available both in Hindi and English. The priests in the temple are also very cooperative and will happily give you a guided tour in exchange for a small donation for the temple. There are a few restaurants in Ranakpur, but they mostly serve vegetarian food. So friends, if you're traveling to Rajasthan, don't miss this opportunity to visit this artistic temple which has been chiseled to perfection. Happy traveling!